up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Don't let that team stand away. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Graham Rucker for the touchdown. Graham shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, here we go on a nice little Wednesday edition. Good to be back. I'm Timmy Hall. You heard on the update desk, producing tonight, our man Rhyme Time. And with me, it is a Wednesday. That means it's DeVier Day. DeVier Posey in the house. What's up, my friend?
What's up, Tim? How you doing? What's up, Columbus?
We're great. You know, I feel like so much happens in between our Wednesday visits, man. We get we get high school football Friday nights. We get a Buckeye game. We get a whole slate of college football goodness. We get NFL Sundays, Monday Night Football. We had a Buckeye basketball practice that I got to go to earlier this week. So much goes on.
Doubleheader Monday.
Golly, man. Doubleheader Monday Night Football. Jaden Daniels says, how do you do
Look
to the
great.
rest of the football world?
You look great.
Oh, man. People are trying to kill Joe Burrow now. Point out that he's not won a whole lot. We're really doing that. We're really going there now, huh?
Dan Orlovsky, Ryan Clark jumped on his head. I think it was Tuesday about, hey, the only reason that the Bengals aren't playing well is just, and they specifically pointed out quarterback play.
Wow.
But I think it's a little bit more baked into that cake. I think it's the defensive rush can be better. Obviously,
it's the whole entire defense. They played okay against Kansas City, but their defense sucked on Monday.
Yeah.
Every single facet of that defense was awful on Monday.
And then it just goes to guys who do holdouts. There's no way you're going to be clicking on all cylinders if you don't have 6 weeks of training.
Right.
You got to have it, Tim.
I mean, even look out in San Francisco. I mean, look at a guy like Brandon Ayuk.
Yep.
Why do you think Juwan Jennings is just completely outperforming him?
He's got the reps. He's got the reps.
He's got the reps, and he looks like he's playing like a guy with a chip on his shoulder, like he's got the fire. Brandon Ayuk's probably counting his money still.
Listen,
He even said as much. Like, I could have. Remember when he got his deal done?
Yeah.
He made a comment that was something to the effect of, I could have probably gotten in here a few days earlier.
Absolutely. I mean, he was
admitted
there.
it.
He was there, right? He was just not practicing. Same thing with Jamar Chase.
Trying to steal some days off.
And
what you're doing.
And I mean, I've been a part of a holdout. Andre Johnson held out, and I was the guy getting the reps. Tim, you get better during that time.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you, it was an interesting watch. Speaking of the Monday Night Football game, the Bengals and Commanders, because I grew up being a fan of the Washington Redskins, then the football team, now the Commanders.
You love that.
And my son is a diehard Cincinnati Bengals fan. And I'm telling you, I pulled the dad move where I let him stay up, school night, but you know what? Monday Night Football game, house divided kind of game. Let's have some fun. Let's watch that. Father-son this thing. And the good thing about him is now he's only 12 years old, about to turn 13, and he is accustomed to heartbreak. He knows how to deal with it. He laughs it off like a champ. He's grown a lot since they had that loss in the Super Bowl. That was rough to see, where he was face down on the carpet floor, had to remove himself from the situation. He was so bent out of shape. Now he just sort of shrugs it off, laughs it off. He's got the expectation that we will fail. So that's perfect. That way, if something good happens, you can be pleasantly excited. But when Terry McLaurin catches that ball, that unbelievable throw at the end, great pass, took the hit. Terry down there somewhere, right? Just like Jamar.
Just close your eyes and throw.
Get it to him. When the knee scraped in bounds and he saw that replay, it was, Dad, I think I got to go to bed.
Yeah, Dad, I'm done.
And I say, well, can you give me a hug? He says, I'm already at the stairs.
Yeah.
He just keeps heading. I'm like, all right, good night.
I don't love you today. You're a Washington Redskins fan. Washington Commanders fan. Well, you're both, Tim.
Yeah. Sorry, son. And just like a good dad that I am.
A big smile on your face, like hug.
The next morning, because I had yesterday off.
Yeah.
And I went out and played a little golf in the morning.
You got some in this month?
I wore my Washington Commanders golf shirt that he got me for Christmas last year.
Yeah.
And when I saw him, I just pointed.
So
I pointed to my chest to the W there and said, "Hi. Good morning, Jack."
Good morning, Jack.
Just like that.
Hello.
It's a good old dad, right? We can't rub your face in a good old football win. What can I do?
You got it. That's great parenting in my eyes.
Right?
They can't win all the time.
Kids got to learn.
They got to learn how to fight adversity as early as possible.
Kids got to learn. DeVier, let's go back. Let's talk about that Marshall game, all right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about 49-14. Ohio State beat Marshall on Saturday. I know we're right in the middle of the week. We're going to turn the page to Big Ten conference play. That's big. But if we could go back, obviously the start from that defense, that was concerning. You never want to see that because there's such a gap in talent here. And look, when you're playing an opponent like that, you still have that expectation when you know all the talent that's on this side and the dollar amounts and the NIL era here. But look, 49-14, they cleaned it up fairly quickly. Offense still clicked. Running game was still awesome. What were the first couple of things on your mind looking over that football game?
I think it was our defense's first opportunity to go against an offense that kind of played like a dink and dunk style. They were okay with taking the 5 yards, the spot routes, the 5-yard outs, and just moving the chains down the field, right? Just methodical, old school drives. And I think for our defense, if we play a team that does that, I don't think that they can stay on pace with our offense when you're looking at a full team game, because that team, Marshall, they came down, they took a lot of the play clock in the opening drive, and they scored, right? But our offense came down, one play, 5 yards, second play, a Mecca to the crib. And I just think it's hard to play against our team as a whole if you're going to dink and dunk down the field. You just can't keep up with our offensive pace and our ability to score. And if you get 1 3 and out, we'll outpace you and we'll outscore you. So I'm not worried. And I'm happy that this defense got a touchdown scored on them before Big Ten play, just because you can just take that out of your mind. Like, it's okay.
And did you like the move by Jim Knowles this week, how they didn't name a defensive player of the game? They do the champions grades, but they didn't give a Silver Bullet defensive player of the week. They said, the standard's a little bit higher. I think that's maybe a nice mind game, right? Nice message to send going into Michigan State.
Well, I won't even read in too much to the cryptic messages there. I just don't think anybody played great.
Because Lathan Ransom for series looked like he was flying around.
Yeah, but
with reckless abandon. I thought the peanut
I don't think
punch,
anybody played player of the game great, though.
Yeah.
There was no splash plays.
If there was anybody, it would have been Lathan. I think he tried to save that first drive where he flew in like a rocket and punched the football out at the 2-yard line. You talk about a way to save a drive. Not only do points not go on the board, but you get the football back.
I'm okay.
And he was the guy that positioned himself in bounds. If he was able to get those hands up and reach, but another teammate who was out of bounds came up and kind of slapped it away. It was a free-for-all. He would have had that recovery.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. And definitely just leaving a little bit of food on the table for them going into Big Ten play.
I hear you.
Coming out of a bye week, I like the fact that these guys will be motivated to have a better performance. I'm not scared at all. I'm not frightened at all. I'm not worried at all. I think this defense will be fine. I'm happy we got the first touchdown out of our way, out of our minds. Now we can kind of go into Big Ten play ready to knock heads off.
Sack count, lack of turnovers the last couple weeks because of, like we said, that was a quick style offense.
Yeah, Marshall beat with 14 points ever this year.
Yeah, Marshall wanted to get the ball out. They wanted to get it to the outside. They were throwing the quick slants, and they were obviously using the read option and the RPO to have Stone Earl quickly run the ball north in the first gap that he saw. So they were getting it done that way. This was another thing, though. The defensive line, obviously you missed Tyleik Williams.
Yep.
Now, this dude is a baller and has proven to be a big-time player and a force in the middle when he's on it, and obviously healthy. He wasn't there, so you had some different guys showing up at defensive tackle. Tywone Malone, he made a play. Hero Kanu, Caden McDonald, some of these other names to get familiar with. But Ryan Day at his press conference yesterday talked a little bit about defensive tackle play. You tell me if he sounds a little concerned about how the depth was on the defensive interior there.
Again, it was a mixed bag. Do we want to see more consistent play? Yeah, we do. Whether the fourth down stop by Tywone Malone was a really good play. He took an adjustment that happened in game, and that happened on the sideline, and he made it on the field and made that play. I thought he had a really good play in a screen. He put his foot in the ground, redirected, and made a play. But then there's also some clips of film that we got to be better. So. But I think that's I think about when Austin got put into that role in the first couple of weeks here in preseason camp. It wasn't very good because you have to almost recalibrate yourself to this is what I got to bring every single play. It's not just 10 or 15 plays. and I got to bring it every single play. So, we'll see where that goes this week. We'll see where Tyleek's at. But when those guys do get in there, we're counting on, an adjustment to be made and some progress to be made there.
He mentions Austin. That's Austin Searveld. He used an example for the offensive line. And you actually saw him get on the field a lot and almost act like a sixth offensive lineman now that Donovan Jackson is back. And you saw Searveld go in there at right guard for Tegra Tishbola. So I don't want to say I'm alarmed or concerned about defensive tackles yet. I'd like to see some more consistency. You'd like to see Hero stepping up there and Caden McDonald, who we've seen make some nice plays already. But it's just one of those things where you go into Big Ten play and you're facing better offensive lines. You need these guys to be game wreckers. So that's what you want every single time out for these Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just from the defensive line, interior line perspective, you will face running teams, right? Mm-hmm. Penn State's a heavy running team. Oregon's a heavy running team. And you got to be strong at the point of attack there at the defensive line. I mean, you turn on that Bengals game and you're looking like, man, like they can't get any rush. They can't get any middle of the field positions to stop Brian Robinson, right? And it just demoralizes the defense, linebackers, defensive backs when you can't get that rush in the middle or you can't get that wall built there. So getting guys healthy, getting guys like Tyleek Williams back and, going into Big Ten play, Tim, it's going to be huge just because, like, we can't win a Big Ten championship without a tough interior line.
You got to be good on both fronts, right? Mm-hmm. O-line, D-line, they got to be the strengths of your football team to have that physicality that you need. DeVier's here. DeVier's here. Hey, part of this football team that could be really important as we get into the meat of the schedule appears to be up in the air at the moment. Tell you what that is next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
The sound of Paul Keels calling a Buckeye game is erotic.
Oh, yes.
Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh, my Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh, my Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Papa-Pedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh, my Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh, my Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
I'm proud to play for the Ohio State University. I remember earning my first Buckeye sticker on my helmet. It gave me pride, it gave me energy, and gave me another reason to win. To be a Buckeye football player like me, Emeka Ibuka, is to know I am part of a legacy. Weber Grills is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and as a 72-year-old brand, they know a thing or two about legacies. To celebrate these shared legacies, Weber launched an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State Premium Kettle Grill, inspired by our iconic helmets. Get yours at a local Ohio retailers.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Soy has been keeping secrets, and it's ready to share. Soybeans are among the most versatile agricultural products. They are used in creative ways you may have never realized to make products we all love and use every day. Ohio is leading the way, developing new uses for soybeans to support our changing world. Soy low-key slays, and I'm here for it. Learn more about soybeans at soysecrets.org. This ad brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Hey, Ohio State fans, it takes a lot of energy to root for the Buckeyes. That's why Burger King is going to get your team going with the $20 Buckeye Blitz Bundle. This OSU fan exclusive has a delicious lineup that includes 2 Whopper sandwiches, 1 cheeseburger, 3 small fries, and 3 small drinks. Get over to your local BK and get fueled up for game day. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Did you know we have another station? More Buckeyes, more play-by-play, more everything.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2 or listen on the Fan app.
Your home for almost too much football. The Fan.
Have you lost Ohio Medicaid? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan.
Do plans cover doctor visits?
What about emergency care?
And prescriptions?
All covered and more. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
You can use your phone at a doctor's office. You can use your phone at a football game. You can even use your phone at an amusement park. But one place you should never use your phone is behind the wheel. Fines now start at $150. So remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy skies, light winds, and the risk of a shower on this Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Overnight down to the mid 60s. Mostly cloudy skies and a dry start to your Thursday morning. More clouds than sun on Thursday. The chance of a shower by Thursday evening, but much of the day will be dry. High temperatures near 80 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Broadcasting live from DeVier Posey's wonderful Cologne Emporium, also known as the Fan Studio. This is the Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light.
Timmy Hall, that man DeVier Posey on a nice little DeVier Day Wednesday. Always smelling fresh, smelling good tonight. Look at us. Look at us, too. For the people that are watching on YouTube, you guys know that we're live there now. Just search up 97.1 The Fan. When you go to YouTube, all the shows are there. Nike Quarter Zip Bros today.
Yeah, Quarter Zip Dads.
I love it, man.
It's the dad vibe.
You know, I looked into the 14-day weather forecast. I finally saw a day where the high is going to be in the 60s. Finally, man. Not there yet, but we're getting close. We're getting close. It's not blazing hot anymore.
I'm excited for some fall drip. I'm excited for some flannels, some sweats, maybe a Nike Tech, maybe a sweater.
Now, when you say Nike Tech, are you talking about Tech vest? Is that what you're saying?
No, just
like
Nike
the old-fashioned.
Just, Nike Tech. It's like the sweatsuit with the black zippers,
Okay.
It's
the type of jacket.
It's the type of sweatsuit. It's a
type
whole
of
world.
sweatsuit.
It's a whole world.
Okay, I like it. I'll do the tracksuit. You'll do the sweatsuit.
Absolutely.
Would you ever do a vest?
I like vests.
Yeah?
I do like vests.
Like what kind? Like I was mentioning the old Navy Tech vests. Remember when those fleece things took over the world back in the early 2000s?
Vests are a complicated thing.
Yeah.
In terms of fashion, in terms of the way I look at it. I can go Fisher vest. I can go bubble vest. I can go just vest for the look.
Like a dressy vest.
I have some dressy vests.
Yeah. I'll do the puffer vest, like you mentioned.
Puffer vests are okay.
Because you can do the hoodie
we got
with that puffer jacket.
I got the 97.1 Fan quarter zip vest.
Yeah, you do, right?
Like, we have
that. You said that, and I had to pause.
A vest quarter zip vest.
I think it's a full zip vest.
I thought it just went quarter.
No. Look again. I think that's a full zip vest. I know because I haven't slipped it on yet.
No, I got a quarter zip 97.1 Van vest that I'm probably going to bring out for the Bell Fountain game on Friday. Mr. St. Clair.
Tavian St. Clair.
I'm excited to see him live.
Oh, baby. Yep. Bell Fountain in London.
So
great.
I'll be there seeing Ohio State's future quarterback. I want to see that St. Clair. I met him on Saturday on the field, went up and said, hey.
That's awesome, man.
I'm excited to see you. I'm going to see you next Friday. Want to see how he throws, how he spins it, how he's a leader. I'm looking for all the intangibles. I'm watching the sideline interactions. I'm watching the play in between play interactions. I'm excited to see this kid.
Yeah, everything, right? You just don't, you can never for sure know how things are going to play out when you look at the quarterback roadmap here. But And again, I think the number one thing people will be looking at is how vastly different that level of competition and the speed of the game, how quick that's going to look when he's going up against Ohio State athletes in practice every single day. And what is that adjustment going to be like? I don't expect he's going to play as a true freshman. So that's going to be, it's going to be a humongous learning year for him when he steps up, when he comes to Ohio State. Before I go back to the Buckeyes, I gotta mention this for a second. This was wild when this started pinging my phone today, this big story in college football. And I'm curious to get your thoughts on it, too.
I wonder if this is the story I'm thinking about.
So the UNLV quarterback.
This is the story.
Matthew Sluka.
Yeah.
He just up and left. He just up and left his college football team.
This is the first NIL holdout.
These dudes beat my Jayhawks on the road.
This is the first NIL holdout.
Huge win for him. So this is not a holdout, DeVier. This is not a holdout. He's done. He claims that promises weren't fulfilled, and he's just leaving UNLV so he can maintain the year of eligibility, take it as a red shirt, and then try again somewhere else where someone's actually going to keep up their promises. So that's where it is right now. So his agent told ESPN that UNLV did not come through on a verbal offer of $100,000. So that's what it comes down to. His dad told ESPN that head coach Barry Odom later said in a phone call that the offer wasn't valid because it didn't come from him, but rather from offensive coordinator Brennan Marion, who declined comment to ESPN. So there it was. Sluka said representative made financial demands upon the university and its NIL collective in order to continue playing. So
he said, I'm out, Tim.
That's what that was UNLV's statement, excuse me.
Money.
But gone. Just over that.
Show me my money. I mean, in this world that we're in, Tim.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, promises weren't made on him coming there from Holy Cross, right? Coming to spend the fifth year there. And the sad part about it, Tim, is they're 3-0. They actually have an opportunity. They're playing well. He's part of their, the momentum in them playing well. Now he chooses to go sit down, and he says, hey, I put out 3-0. I got film. I'm going to go somewhere else. It's tough.
It is, but God, we just talked about, getting our dad apparel ready for fall season. It's going to sound like one here. I think if it were me or if I were advising my own son there, knowing where we just came from, I would say play out the rest of this year with this hot start. Keep making a name for yourself, and the money will come. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's right. But if you didn't have anything in writing, then what is that? You think that's the first time in this world that financial promises? How many of us have been talked to by bosses where we've been told, oh, the money's going to come. The money's going to come. We got you. We got your back. And it doesn't. I think that's everyday type of stuff. I'm not saying it's right, and he's looking all across the sport at people that are getting paid, but you're coming from Holy Cross, you're at UNLV. You're not exactly at a football factory. This is not the SEC. I saw some jokes going on saying, oh, SEC would never let this happen. Bagmen in the SEC would never let something like this go down. You're going to get your money that you are owed. I think I saw you got like one $3,000 fee for an engagement this summer. Maybe, who knows if he's gotten some more here or there. I would think it would start to build, though, if you keep winning games.
I would be the dad on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, hey, yes, this is UNLV, but my son came here for financial reasons along with football reasons. Let's make sure we do the house cleaning first. Let's get the financial situation squared away. It's not like, is it Sluka,
I think.
Sluka has that much probability of playing in the NFL, Tim. At this stage, in this NIL world, you got to make your money when you can.
I get that too, man. Yeah. I'm saying this is
a tough situation.
This is a coin flip one for me. I hear your points of view on it.
Yeah.
I really do.
I hear yours too.
I think I'm just slightly more on my side where we're here. This is happening now. We worked hard to get here. We're 3-0. Let's not just leave that. But you also don't know what can't happen for me in the future.
But Tim, if it was slimy and it was promised and it was like, and you're like, hey, just go out there and continue to ball out. Like you're helping these coaches.
I know.
Advance in their coaching career.
I know. So the situation with Ohio State, where we know it's going to be an important part of the football team, and you've got to be good in this phase of the game. And it's a little up in the air at the moment because timely, we got a black stripe alert, right?
Go.
We love our guy over there at Ohio State who comes in and just
my guy CJ
yells and screams. CJ Barnett when we got a black stripe removal. Austin Snyder, the kicker, got the black stripe off, right? And so he gives his little speech in front of the team. And why not? He came in for Jaden Fielding, the kicker, who could not kick a ball inbounds to save his life. But yet, it's not clear if Snyder's going to be the guy the rest of the way. This is what Ryan Day said quickly on a conversation with Jaden Fielding and about what was said.
Yeah, I just talked to him about his mindset, and he gave me some information just about a little tweak that he had, and he's, either has to make the correction or has to communicate to us that there was, an issue. So, talked to him for a while though about that and how much we need to move forward.
He says that comment there. DeVier, this guy, had 20 field goal attempts last year. He made 16 of them. It's not like we've got a Mike Nugent here that can, consistently make from 55, but we don't exactly know what the situation is going forward. I would imagine Jaden might get another shot at this here.
Absolutely. I mean, with the special teams right now, it's fluid, right? You got to be able to continue to count on your kickers. You have to be able to go into Big Ten play when the weather changes, when the wind is up, when it's cold, when the ball is not flying like how it's flying in the summertime. You need consistency, Tim, and you need to have that trust in those guys.
Yeah, special teams is not a part of the game that you can forget about that. We know it. DeVier is here. And there's apparently a guy on this team who doesn't care as much about the numbers as he does about winning, and that is cool. We'll tell you about that next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
When that alarm clock goes off, Morning Juice comes on. The perfect way to dominate your day or just lay around the house. Morning Juice.
Weekdays at 6.
The Fan.
Shop new dollar deals at Meijer. $1 is all you need when you shop hundreds of participating items, like select bell peppers, Swanson broth, or Campbell's soup, and 1.25 liters of Coca-Cola or Pepsi products, all just $1 each. That's it. Pay just $1 on select items with Meijer dollar deals for a limited time. Limit 10 per item. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
You can use your phone at a doctor's office. You can use your phone at a football game. You can even use your phone at an amusement park. But one place you should never use your phone is behind the wheel. Fines now start at $150. So remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. With tailgates of hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade, you can guarantee victory for every game day meal. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Next.
The last thing you want to do is take another trip to the doctor's office.
And sign here and here and here.
Save yourself the hassle by visiting VeriHeal.com to talk to a state-licensed medical provider about medical cannabis. You'll see if you pre-qualify in just a few minutes. Simple as that. That'll make your day go from this to this. Visit VeriHeal.com. VeriHeal. VeriHeal.com.
Next.
The last thing you want to do is take another trip to the doctor's office.
And sign here and here and here.
Save yourself the hassle by visiting VeriHeal.com to talk to a state-licensed medical provider about medical cannabis. You'll see if you pre-qualify in just a few minutes. Simple as that. That'll make your day go from this to this. Visit VeriHeal.com. VeriHeal. VeriHeal.com.
Dick from Dayton says, listen to the Ryan Day Show. Paul Keels and Jim Lachey join Coach every Thursday from noon to 1.
Presented by Roosters, a fun casual joint, and official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Fan.
This Saturday, choose chill and grab a Coors Light. Press play on Ohio State football and pause on everything else. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose the one beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics 2024.
Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman for the Bath Authority. It's time to make your bath and shower something you really love. Something so great, your singing in the shower comes from a genuine place of happiness. Don't keep staring at that outdated bath, the mold, the mildew, the broken tiles. Every unit from the Bath Authority is custom built. You choose the premium accents and accessories. Right now, get free installation on your new bath or shower, plus 36 months of 0% interest. Visit thebathauthority.com. That's thebathauthority.com. A better bath awaits.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
College radio done by professionals. This is the Buckeye Show.
Timmy Hall and my man DeVier Posey. He just brought up something that I'm going to get to here, but in a quick moment.
About this.
In a quick moment, I want to tell you guys about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. I know you love them, DeVier. I know you love hearing me talk about them. I do. It's your favorite thing. There's a little thing that can affect a lot of men out there, and that's called erectile dysfunction. And it's not something that you need to be messing with. It's not something that you want. It's an intimacy destroyer. Research actually shows that men can draw apart from their partners when ED affects their sex life. The condition causes stress, anxiety, and depression. Even worse, a man's partner can even blame themselves when the ED becomes a problem. We don't want our babes blaming themselves. It's not you. It's me. I need to check out my guys from Tri-State Men's Health. That's what we should be saying. That's what we should be doing. They've got wonderful treatment options with success rates well over 90%. So when the pills and herbals fail, that's what you can do. And some can have you lasting an hour or more. She'll be blaming you in a different kind of way when that happens. So check them out. Check them out. TriStateMen'sHealth.com, 800-900-9654. Bunch of wonderful locations here in Ohio, 2 in Central Ohio, the one in Hilliard, right off of Cemetery Road, and 270 that I go to for the low T treatment. Get your erectile dysfunction taken care of. Tri-State Men's Health. You asked me, who's your MVP in the NFL so far this season?
Early MVP.
I told him. I never thought I'd be saying this, but through just 3 games, I'm not saying he's going to be the MVP. But so far, give my man Sam Darnold some credit.
Samuel Richard Darnold.
We go back to the Ohio State USC game, where we pretty much had them in clamps, I want to say. That was a JT Barrett game against USC.
That was a throwback right there.
And was Sam Darnold...
The Cotton Bowl?
Was he in the same? That was Cotton. That was Cotton.
Yeah, Cotton Bowl.
Was he the second overall pick when Baker was number 1 overall?
I think he was the second.
That the same
overall,
draft?
He was the second quarterback taken. Yeah, he was drafted really high with a lot of promising to his career.
Right.
And the Carolina Panthers had Sam Darnold, Baker on the same roster, taking defensive tackle scout team snaps.
I don't really know what's up there because all the talk about Bryce Young, if you meant the Carolina situation you mentioned, people are saying, oh, it's ridiculous. How could you bench Bryce Young? And who's to say that they're benching Bryce and moving on from him? Maybe they need him to step back. I would hope they eventually give him another shot. Maybe that's next year.
Maybe he gets a second chance in another organization like Malik Willis.
I would hope even the Panthers give him a second shot now that they want to pull back on the throttle. But when Andy Dalton goes out there and goes for 300 plus, 3 touchdowns, no picks, with the same team, it makes you wonder what the heck is going on. But as far as MVP, the fact that nobody was looking at the Vikings and everybody was saying, oh, be wary of Justin Jefferson as a fantasy pick. We don't know what their quarterback situation is going to do. JJ's hurt.
People, yeah.
No, but Sam, 8 touchdown passes, 2 picks, almost 70% completion percentage. Give the guys credit. I love to see when guys are probably going into I'm not going to say the back 9 because you haven't really played long enough for it to be the back 9, but you're basically going into forced retirement because your situations just haven't worked out. You almost never see it when you're with your third team as a quarterback, and then it works.
Well, the thing with guys like Sam Darnold, when you're a first-round pick and you don't work out, you get that second quarterback opportunity, and you just got to buy your time, right? Like it might take 3 years like Baker. It might take 7 years like Geno. But you get
a weird one too, isn't it?
Yeah, but you get that second opportunity when you're drafted high as a quarterback and you're in this league. Hats off to Sam Darnold. My MVP right now is Josh Allen. He's sitting at just 1 touchdown behind him at 7.
Yeah.
75% completion ratings.
He's awesome. He's awesome
good
right now.
He's playing great, but Josh Allen always starts fast, right? Like he always starts fast. Just want to see him, play consistent, but he doesn't have the pressure of throwing the ball to Stephon Diggs. Dalton Kincaid is getting going. Keon Coleman is going. Shakir is rolling. So, man, Tim, this NFL season, you talk about not being able to predict anything. If I was a bettor, I would be so eerie of betting on Sundays. It's so tough right now.
I know.
It's tough right now.
It's every which way, but it's been fun. I know some people have had some issues with the lack of offensive explosions, but I sure had a good time watching Jaden Daniels, blow up and have a 91% completion percentage night.
Tim, what about Justin Fields?
Justin Fields.
I'm so happy.
He's just building and building and building.
I'm happy for him.
He hasn't done anything nuts yet. They have a fantastic defense, but he's in a good situation now for what he can do.
Do you think
that's
his job at this point?
Absolutely.
His job.
Not giving that thing to Russell now. They're winning football games.
Yes,
don't be stupid.
Yes, they are.
And I'm not saying he's an MVP favorite, but
no, you don't need to be an MVP favorite with that defense.
All right, so I want to give some love to this guy because guys that aren't putting a bunch of stats on the sheet but are playing great football deserve it every now and then. And just listen to his quarterback. Ohio State quarterback Will Howard here, mentioning one wide receiver specifically. He's getting asked about him, and that's Carnell Tate. He's not the guy that's up there with Jeremiah Smith or Emeka Egbuka catching long touchdown passes right now. But, man, this guy is doing a lot of work, and Will says Carnell's become just a great blocking weapon for Huss.
He's really, really taken ownership of that. And he said, it doesn't matter if I have the ball in my hands or not. And I think that's, I've talked about like the selflessness of the guys in that room, and they all want to help each other succeed. And they know that, if you make a big block, you're going to have the ball coming to you soon. And we're going to continue to reward that.
And you know what I thought of? He's wearing the jersey number, and he reminds me of a guy that has
Terry McLaurin
been patiently waiting. You said it. You took the name right out of my mouth.
I knew
patiently waiting as a playmaker in the league.
Yeah.
And he's been playing great football, but you're just not seeing numbers. And that's Terry. He's a do-everything guy. He was that guy here at Ohio State. I'm sure he's an Urban Meyer Thanksgiving dinner table guy. Doggone, that guy could marry my daughter. A doggone weapon.
I love talking about guys like this in terms of championships teams.
Me too.
Like, you can only have so many explosive star players with the ring around them blinking on Madden, blinking on NCAA. You got to have guys who buy into the stats that don't show up, the blocking, the extra effort, right? Getting guys lined up, running your routes hard even though you're not getting the ball. To me, it equates to a Shane Battier on a championship team. It equates to, a PJ Tucker type of role on the Milwaukee Bucks when they won. You got to have a guy that is okay with getting the dirt and just finding gold down there.
DeVier, we'll see you Friday, my man.
I'll be on Friday.
Tavian St. Clair. It's going to be good.
Bell Fountain versus London.
Don't forget, tomorrow on the station at noon, the Ryan Day radio show. We're back with you at 6 a Thursday with Tyvis. Probably going to be an emotional one tonight. Blue Jackets home preseason opener, taking on the Blues. That's next. Hockey on the Fan.
It's It's Almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye playoff game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
I'm proud to play for The Ohio State University. I remember earning my first Buckeye sticker on my helmet. It gave me pride, it gave me energy, and gave me another reason to win. To be a Buckeye football player like me, Emeka Ibuka, is to know I am part of a legacy. Weber Grills is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and as a 72-year-old brand, they know a thing or two about legacies. To celebrate these shared legacies, Weber launched an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State Premium Kettle Grill, inspired by our iconic helmets. Get yours at a local Ohio retailers.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Buckeyes, I'm Kurt Lewis, United Healthcare of Ohio CEO and graduate of The Ohio State University. United Healthcare and the Ohio Chamber of Commerce believe healthy small businesses are vital to our economy. That's why we're ready to give your small business a big promotion at no cost to you through our small business sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotion, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. United Healthcare, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For terms and conditions, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. Sweepstakes rules and restrictions apply.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut, to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's all